Hello, friends. The International Online Forum, Global Crisis Where People Will Want to Live, is coming to its end. This forum is very heavy, but the information that was presented by the speakers has been provided by different teams of researchers. It is vitally important for each of us. Everyone just needs to hear it and learn about it. In this forum, people have openly and honestly highlighted all the realities of our current consumerist format of society. The format that is just designed to kill us, in fact. And we, with our inaction, our silent consent, our laziness or unwillingness to change something, support it, and every day we make it even worse. Topics of ecology and the fashion industry, which has no positive impact on the environment, were touched on. And, of course, the topic of climate change, because the climate at the moment is our common enemy, the only enemy of all humanity, not of any particular country or any particular person. This is something which at the moment you simply cannot influence. The themes of violence in society, wars that are now taking place in our world, in particular the war in our country, in Ukraine, were touched upon. Also a very difficult topic, the topic of refugees, was touched on. And what happens to these people? The way they are treated and how low we as human beings have fallen, that we allow this to happen, that we allow that in society people have become just some kind of commodity, just a piece of meat. Children, what's happening to children in our world, it's horrible. I don't know how anyone can do that. And now it's vital for all of us to remember that we are humans first and foremost. And just think for a moment about what kind of world we leave to our children, to our future generations, and will these future generations even exist if we now behave as if we have only day and we won't have tomorrow, and we don't give a damn what will be tomorrow? This conference is heavy, but it is necessary for every person on this planet to understand what not to do, and to finally see how you can live, how you can build your relationships with people, how we can take care of each other, how we can support each other, and how we can really build a world where there is no such thing as war at all, where there is no violence, where children do not suffer, where we really all live happily ever after.
We invite you to join us. We have been at TikTok for over 10 hours, broadcasting live with all the participants from over 180 countries. It's very powerful work and clear information. We invite you to join us. We're spreading this in every way we can for our children, for our future, for all people. We invite you to join us and participate. The Creative Society is the only way out of the climate change and everything that is happening right now. We will continue to give that all our forces for all people and for you. We already have 25,000 views and 60 million likes on TikTok. We're doing our best to build a creative society.
It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. The forum I participated in as simultaneous interpreter has ended. And the amount of information makes me think about the world that I live in, about the world that we live in, and why we have allowed ourselves to be in the conditions we are in. Thanks to this forum, in which a great number of people took part, from more than 180 countries, we still have a chance. Yes, life is short. We live in illusions, fleeting desires. We waste time on trifles. We attach unnecessary importance to them. But everyone knows that we do not live in a world where we feel happy. So, my friend, if you want some change, spend a little less than 12 hours of your life to look at this forum, look at the world from the other side, and think that there is another way, not the path of consumerism and destruction, but the path of creation, joy, and unification. Just imagine if we change the minus sign to a plus and give free rein to our creative potential, then you know that the world will change very quickly. But it takes effort to change from each of us. And if you think you can't, remember you can. Watch the forum that was held today on May 7, 2022, into the record. The choice is up for each of us. All the best.
Friends, the International Forum, Global Crisis, We Are People, We Want to Live has just finished. It is already dawn outside, and this event lasted 11 hours. Now, after witnessing the event, I can say that the information was very harsh and it will probably be hard for many people to accept it, or to hear it, to watch it. But it's the fact of our life, and it's happening right now, this very minute, all over the world. And if it's not happening behind our windows, that doesn't mean it's not happening in the world. And this forum shows all the absurdity of our consumerist format, which has led us to such sick state of life. But you can't call it life, it's existence. And the good thing is that there are people who see, who are open to this truth, who are ready to change their daily, comfortable life in this consumerist format in order to change the situation, to change it both for themselves and for people around, for all people, even for those who are against it, against the truth, for those who want to maintain the consumerist format. Well, they feel comfortable and warm there so far. But tomorrow, it will be hard for everyone. And as long as we have time, we can change that. And I am happy that there are so many people who are open and pure in heart, who are ready to act and change the world for the better. A huge gratitude to Igor Mikhailovich for his support. And to everyone for their love and their inner strength, which is given to us to do good things.
There is so much information, and if you pay attention to the projects here, there are just no words to describe it. There is so much suffering, so much pain, so much death of innocent people. They're raped, sold, killed. And we even have no idea that the violence is happening all around us. What kind of world do we live in? I don't know. I keep seeing war before my eyes. Cars, tanks, people, arms, legs, especially. What's happening is all real. I don't know. It all must be seen. Who wants to see it must watch and see it. I have no words. We are really on the verge of life and death. And it's not just death, to lie down, fall asleep, and that's it. It's suffering. And I can't even imagine that the person is capable of doing that to another person. In fact, those who do it are non-humans. It has nothing to do with human being anymore. The only way out is the creative society. There's no other way out. There is no other way. No, there are only two ways: to live or to die, death or life. There is no choice, no reasoning. There is nothing else. Watch the forum, which lasted 12 hours. It's impossible to describe. Keep going. Keep moving forward, no matter what, until the last second of your life. Keep moving, Keep creating, keep going, because if we want to live, we have to do something. It's impossible to stand still.
Hello friends, my name is Oscar Fernando Gomez Arias. I am from Barranquilla, Colombia, and I'm currently watching the international online forum Global Crisis, We Are People, We Want to Live, which I invite you to watch. There is a lot of information in the forum that I want to share. We've been broadcasting live for over 9 hours already, so that people can learn the truth about the climate situation and many other aspects that will help us understand the gravity of the situation we are in. Because we can change everything, we can unite and make the world different, build a creative society. I invite you to join in and continue to learn more about this great truth. The creative society is for you and for the whole world.
Hello friends, I would like to share my impressions after watching the International Forum Global Crisis, We Are People, We Want to Live, which was held on May 7th, 2022. While watching, I experienced a variety of feelings and emotions. Somewhere, I felt joy and excitement, then like a shroud of anxiety and despair came over me. It was not because I was so afraid for my life and future. It was rather despair because of human indifference and lack of will. Unfortunately, most people prefer to remain ignorant, continuing to live their habitual way of life. They do not realize that the climate has its own scenario, ruthless, harsh, and unpredictable, and day by day the force and crushing power of the cataclysm only increase. This is not just intimidation, these are facts that are voiced at the forum by honest scientists. It is impossible to calmly observe the fate of people who have lost everything at once. It is time to stop shifting the responsibility for our life and the life of our loved ones under the shoulders of the government and its officials, who have more than once proven their incompetence and, at times, their indifference to the grief of people who became victims of natural disasters. But it is not too late to prevent uncontrolled climate change, and not just to bring back a normal standard of living, but to begin to build an entirely new, free society based on the principles of humanity, integrity, and mutual respect first of all. This is what is included in the foundations of the creative society, and the unification of all humankind is essential for its building. I'm sure that any of you dream of living in such a society. So I encourage you to start taking steps in this direction right now. Begin to explore the possibilities of transition from the consumerist format to the creative one, and share what you have learned with others. Only our unity can save the planet, preserving the future for us and our descendants.